Hi, welcome. Photography, isn't it a wonderful thing? It's a great medium and art form, especially when you're not into painting or you're not into drawing. Then this, to me, is perhaps the next step to capturing, the art that we kind of all see, the beauty we all see. Oh, here he comes. Hello, cat. We now have Charlie in the video. This is going to be a short video. Well, not a short video, short in terms of me presenting to you. I was contacted by Martin J. Smith, fellow photographer, YouTube vlogger. And I met up with him last year just because he was in the area. And he had touched base, do you want to meet up? And kind of there's always this reticence of you don't want to actually meet other photographers because we all have our own style and our own means of doing things. But actually, and I was watching the Photographer Eye video, and he shared what he called an African proverb. If you want to go quickly, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And I thought that kind of tells everything about meeting up with other photographers, because we can be isolated and insulated with our own styles and what we incorporate with photography. But actually to pick the brains of somebody else and pick up tips and, styles, things that you wouldn't even consider normally. So what I'm doing in this video, I'm meeting up with Martin, as I said, and for the most part, it's just the two of us talking about cameras and things, and me picking up some tips, like what really is micro four thirds. I'll be scratching my head about that one forever and ever. Yes, I know. It's a real pain, isn't it? Because I'm doing a video and you want to be involved. He wants comfort. Poor old boy. He's like 12 years old now. So yeah, let's get into it. This is me and Martin in conversation, and maybe you'll pick something up from it too.
Is that working?
Yeah,
I think we can see each other, can't we? Can we?
Yeah, but...
We need a cameraman. She's gone off with her sister to get something to eat.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, and left me here.
Does she live here?
What?
The sister?
No.
Oh, she came with you?
Come to us.
Okay.
She lives up in Leighton Buzzard, just the other side of Hemel Hempstead.
So it's a family affair. You've all come down together.
Yeah, we often do go away together, which is quite good, So are we recording?
Yeah, you saw in my video earlier today that I did. I'm just doing an intro to camera here.
Oh, go on. Carry on, I'll shut up.
When I was doing my video, I mentioned that I was meeting up with a fellow YouTuber. Here he is. No relation. This is Martin. Did I get that right, Martin?
Yeah.
Why did I not think that was right?
I don't know.
Martin Smith runs his own YouTube channel. Link up here.
Please.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I met Martin last year, and he had started following me on my photography channel. He said, oh, do you fancy meeting up? I'm coming to Folkestone. It's happened again. We're here. So you've got a week. You've taken a week off. You're here in Folkestone. Just doing stuff.
Till Friday.
Okay.
Saturday morning, then we're back home. So
okay.
My partner fell in love with Folkestone.
Ah.
So we come down here every May and maybe September.
Okay.
At the moment, it's a toss-up if we go to North Yorkshire in September or if we come back down here.
Okay, keep coming to Folkestone. So
yeah,
anyway, Martin said, why don't we get together? Let's do it.
Yes.
And I said, last time we met, we should have videoed it. So we're doing it this time. We're having a video.
Yeah.
So you got your gear?
I've got my camera with a massive lens on the front.
That'll work though, won't it, for you?
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
17mm.
Just a prime?
Just a prime.
17mm. Wide open. You're good for macro if you want to go and do a shot. Shoelaces. This puts my old 13-year camera to shame, because I look at something like this and like the technology
That is a year behind that
has
one.
so what is this? 2012, 2013?
No, not that old.
OM1, Olympus.
It's originally Olympus OM1, just as OM Systems took them over.
Okay.
So that is an Olympus OM Systems. And I don't know if it's on. If you pull that, wait a minute, back like that. Now it's on manual focus.
Oh, okay. That's what this ring is.
Yeah.
It's funny, looking through this viewfinder is like looking through the old SLRs. It's like...
It's
just beautiful.
There are things in that you would absolutely love.
I don't even know if I'm taking pictures. I'm pressing the
Don't worry,
shutter.
anything.
It doesn't matter.
But I mean, it doesn't matter. But I mean, it's delightful because you can push a button here, and you've got the focus peaking on.
Okay.
Very hard to see on the back of here, but you see the red in the trees.
Yeah.
That is focus peaking. That tells me that is now focused on those trees.
Okay.
And if I take a back picture, it should, in theory, be not in focus. Oh, wrong tree. But yeah, it does. It's absolutely... so if I take a picture, put that back on. Oh, I've got her on manual focus. Okay. Like that. Now I'll take a picture. Now I've taken a picture of the camera. Now if I pull that in...
Oh, wow.
That's how tight you go.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
And that's what you pay for,
£2,000
£2,000 worth of camera.
Okay. £2,000.
Now, no, but the thing is, because this is the new technology,
Yeah.
you've got the older technology, which is now selling for something like about, I don't know, £800, £900. But they're still a brilliant camera, and you've still got a lot of what's in this camera in the older ones,
Okay.
because it came through with all the cameras. And the bit I was saying that you would really love on this camera is if I turn it into bulb mode, turn the camera on first. So on here,
Yeah.
you've got lifetime.
Okay.
So now, when you push a button, it's taking a picture, but it will brighten up. And of course, it's too bright at the moment. It's just white the screen out.
Okay.
But if when you've got lights, you take the picture
Yeah.
and you can stand. Now, you do car trails.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant for that, because you can stand it there, put it on the first picture, we'll take a picture, and then every picture after that, if there's something that's changed that is a light, will show up on the screen.
Okay.
So if the car goes by, you're going to get those lights. And I'll tell you what, you're going to get yourself in debt.
I've got to get myself a new IT contract, but...
Yeah, well, yeah, haven't you got a job yet?
No, I'm still looking.
Oh,
It'll happen.
you'll end up like us old, you know.
I don't want to work anymore. I want to retire.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
But if YouTube works, then everyone subscribes, right?
Well, I don't get those a minute. I cannot work it out. I know we're still recording, but I don't care.
No.
I cannot work it out why I've still only got 300 and so many, or I can't remember, 334 subscribers. I've been running the YouTube channel for, well, I first started in 2012, but that was watching it like everybody else.
Yeah.
But I can't remember when I first put my first one out. But it just never taken off.
No, you just have to keep persevering, keep putting the videos out,
Right,
experiment with, this is what I've learned, experiment with the content. So I started off watching the likes of Thomas Heaton and Henry Tanner, and they're all landscape photographers. So I thought, I'll go and do some landscape photography. And I wasn't actually that good. I still enjoy doing it, but not in there. But because I wasn't getting subscribers or views, any of that kind of stuff, I had to rethink. I thought, well, what else do I enjoy doing with the photography? So I did the motorsport. I'm now doing this series of the villages, and suddenly my views are going up. So it's just experimenting, finding something.
Some of mine take off, but then others, they dribble. Yeah. I'm not saying I don't get hundreds of thousands of views in one go, and then I don't get anything else. I get 2s and 3s, and on an average on a day, I'll get something like 20 views.
Yeah.
But it's ongoing all the time. So the view count's quite high. It's just,
what
just
I found
nobody likes
interesting is that the more content you've got, people will jump on your most recent video, say, oh, that was interesting. I wonder what else they've done. And then realise there's a whole bunch of stuff that they can look at.
I get people suddenly subscribe to my channel. I don't really. Mind you, I do plug it a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I do a lot of bird photography as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say to you, if you ever want to come down and do a bit of bird photography and you've got a free day, come down to Maple Cross in Rickmansworth.
That's your reserve,
and I'll
isn't it,
take
that
you
you work
round.
on there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be interesting.
Maple Cross Conservation Society's bird reserve is a mouthful. But, yeah.
Shall we walk?
We can walk.
See if we can do some...
I can walk and talk.
You can,
I might
can't you?
cough sometimes, but I'll walk and talk.
I don't know if you're actually in the shot.
I'll have to stand like this on your shoulder.
I know.
We'll have to stop again and do it. Oh, don't look now, we're being stared at. Some groupies are coming along here. You see this weird three walking along here?
Where? Groupies.
Should we run down that path out the way?
No, you'll get out of breath.
Hello. Hello, mate. You all right?
Hello. You all right?
What's that thing in the water? Binoculars or something?
I wondered why he was so familiar with you lot.
This is Kathy,
Hi,
my
Kathy.
other half. That one's Mandy,
Hi, Mandy.
her sister,
Okay.
and John, her suffering husband.
Oh. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You should say, and John, her adorable husband.
All right, then. John, her adorable husband.
Always lift up. Always lift up. How to win friends and influence people.
Trouble is, I've known them too long. See you in a bit. Blimey, I've known Kathy since she was 16.
All right.
So it's a long while.
So they've been out and had their dinner then?
Yeah, they've been down to town, had dinner, left me to,
Come and meet me and do some photography. Talking of photography, how long have you been doing photography?
How long have I been doing photography? It goes back, I suppose to the 70s,
Okay.
when it was film.
Yep. 35 mil?
Yeah. Olympus trip.
Okay.
Oh, I had a,
Whoa! Blow in. Tell you what, let's go and stand in that white thing there.
Yeah.
I can ask you
talk.
some questions,
Yes.
and there's something I want to tell all my viewers.
that's easier than me puffing and blowing walking along here.
I want to tell my viewers something about when you do a collaboration video with someone, what knocks me about the other big YouTubers. Let's go and stand over here.
I like that, that sounds good.
Right, we've
Right.
changed our minds. We might do some photography. This might just end up being a talking video, but that's fine. What knocks me, I'll go and watch a video of a very famous vlogger. I won't say any names because it might upset some people. But they say, I'm here today with so-and-so. And then you don't get any interaction with so-and-so. He's gone off to do his own. You're like, well, why tell anybody then?
Yeah, I quite agree with that one. Yeah.
So that's why I kind of thought, rather than take pictures, what it might be nice just to talk to another photographer and actually get some idea of what it's about for you, and also gets me some inspiration, because you might tell me some stuff, as you already did with your camera.
What? Well, we were saying, how long have I been into video? Which is got to be the 70s, maybe just before the 70s. I'm not too sure, but I used the camera then, an Olympus Trip, which I really loved.
Are they the tiny ones that Bailey used to
something like that.
advertise?
They're a really, really brilliant camera.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's one photograph I took of my son sitting on a rustic bridge. Absolutely cracking shot.
Okay.
And it's one of my favourite photographs. But then I went to work. Well, I was working then, but I got more involved in work. And I was doing night work most of the time, and just didn't get a chance to take a camera out anywhere. The
Some
night
different
work absolutely killed it. Now, I got medically retired from work in my 50s.
Okay.
I have arthritis of the spine, which plays me up from now and then. But it doesn't stop me getting out and about.
Okay, sure.
It's right here. Common as muck, people get it. But it gives you pains all over the place. So anyway, by then I'd moved in with Kathy, and I was divorced, moved in with Kathy, almost in that order. And moved in with Kathy, and she said to me one day, she said, I'm fed up with you sitting around here, just go out and do something. I went, oh, okay. So I went out and had a walk around some lakes in Rickmansworth. Which okay, and I thought, well, there's birds out here, and I could get a camera and take some pictures. Well, by then, where are we? 99?
Okay.
1999? Real first mirrorless cameras were coming along.
Yeah.
My first one was a Kodak.
Okay.
Cost me about 400 quid, I think. It was quite expensive at the time.
And that was a digital.
Digital. That's the first digital.
Yeah, because
mirrorless
I
cameras.
remember my wife and I got one of those Sony where you put a 3.5 floppy disk inside
Oh,
it.
right, yeah. Oh,
and that was
yeah.
our very first digital camera, and it's like 2 megapixels, but you're like, because it filled up your floppy disk, and you took the floppy disk out and put it in the computer. And she got into Photoshop and stuff like that. So that was our first move into digital photography. So
that's good.
you got yourself lenses and all that kind of stuff?
One or two.
Or was it just so that you could go out and take pictures
of birds? It was just so I could start getting into it. And then it sort of went on, and I went to Nikon, and I had a range of Nikons, D40 up to the D90, D7000, 7100. By then, they were getting heavy to cart about.
Okay.
I had a Sigma on the front, 500 Sigma.
And you had a back problem.
And I've got a back problem already. And I'm carting this camera about. And I went into my local shop, and I will give them a plug, SRS in Watford, in Hertfordshire. If you ever need cameras,
go there immediately.
That's the place to go. And I don't get a discount, by the way. SRS, if you're listening to this.
Tag them in the video. I'll tag them.
I'm always saying to them, hey, you started one of my videos the other day. I still don't get it now. Okay. They're quite good, though. They're really good. They're really good. Small company, and they're brilliant. So I went there and I said to him, look, I've got blah, blah, blah. I don't want something a bit lighter. So he said to me, okay, let me see. Have you used an Olympus? No, what's one of those? And he got this Olympus OM5,
okay,
which is the smaller version of one of these out. He said, this is it, really light. Okay, so what are you going to give me for my gear, and what do I get for it with this new system?
So you did a trade-off, did you? So
I did a trade straight in.
Everything you had?
All the Nikon gear went in.
Excellent.
And I came away with the camera, a 12-40, and a 40-150.
Okay.
Now we're talking 4/3. So now we're talking lenses. This is a 17mm lens on the front of this camera now.
Yeah.
But in 35mm terms, that is a...
50mm, right?
No.
Is it the other
double
way?
it.
What, 34?
34.
Okay, is that how it works?
It doubles.
Okay.
So it's 34.
See, I'm learning. I've been at it for a
You see? And that then, people say, well, you've only got a... You don't need it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
So
and with
that's what they call the micro 4/3 then, is it? It's
4/3.
a reduced sensor.
Yeah, the sensor's half the size.
But when you put a normal lens on, in
size.
order to equate to a 35mm, well, the size of the negative, isn't it?
Yes.
Then
and everybody, whatever camera you get, it's the LED or the system is paired against a 35mm because that's the old standard.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
it's funny because I watch channels and they go, oh, and in 34, 3/4, it's supposed to be this, and no one ever actually explains it. So you've just done it for me.
Yeah. So yours is, what's that? That's
CMOS sensor. So it's I think it is a
That's a third. That's
yes. It's not full size.
It's not. No. Again, you could up. I forget what the equation is to upgrade to upscale it to the 35, and it will tell you what it gives.
Okay.
So yeah,
I mean, I've had this 2 years, 3 years now.
it's getting old
I
now.
bought,
isn't it?
yeah, well, it already was old, but it's one of those things that I wanted to take pictures, I wanted to learn how to use it, so I started my channel as a kind of journey.
Yeah.
Here I am, a total novice, and now I'm producing pictures and people are going, hey, that's not bad, actually. So that's quite pleasing to me, you know. It's like, but yeah, it's a case of it needs to be upgraded.
You need to have one of these
I need to,
in your hand to take a picture, no matter what make, what model. You need that camera. Or else you're not going to get a picture. People say, oh, I've got one of these.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You could take a picture of one of these.
I've got to buy that. But no, what you're saying is the camera is you've just always got to have a camera if you're going to take the picture.
If you want to take half decent pictures, I know phones now will take reasonably good pictures, and they will. But to get that absolutely spot on shot,
Yeah.
you need a camera.
Okay.
Because this will do 100 times more
Absolutely.
than this will do.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we know that, but the convenience of a mobile phone, take a snap and stuff, still pixelated and stuff. But
yeah. But I mean, I could take a shot here, get those stones down there in, and I could probably zoom in on the computer, and they'd probably be text sharp. Mind you, we're talking of a lens that is 1.8.
yeah, it's really fast lens.
It's a really sharp lens.
And that's detachable on that camera, isn't it?
You see, oh yeah, they're all detachable
It's not
lenses.
fixed lens.
Yeah.
Okay, I get you.
So yeah.
Mirrorless.
Mirrorless.
Olympus OM1.
Yeah. So I have a selection of lenses from 17mm, 25mm, blimey, 12 to 40. My original lenses that I had, the 12 to 40 and the 40 to 150, I still have.
Okay.
They're perfectly good lenses. But then I've got lenses in between. So I have a 60mm, which is a macro lens.
Okay.
And that is so sharp.
Because you take pictures of like the insects and stuff, don't you? And it's like really clear. And
the one I did of the macro.
Check his channel. You'll see what I'm talking about.
The one I did of the macro, there is the rose
the spider,
green fly, whatever it's called. A little tiny. We know how big green fly are.
Yeah.
When you see the size of that.
Yeah.
And the spiders I take. I'm into spiders. I don't keep them, I just take pictures of them.
And that's using something like this, is it?
That is using this camera.
With a
60mm macro lens on the front of it. And I've got flashes that fit on the front of it. I've got a system that you screw a bit on the front of the lens, and I've got two flashes I can attach to that. You put a sender unit in the top, and it talks to the two flashes.
Okay. And that's good for taking macro of insects because they don't blink when you take the picture of them.
There's a picture.
When the flash goes off.
There's a picture of a bee that I took. Let me put that down. I'm going to look just to make sure. I don't know if I've got it on here. You won't see it on here, but
but you might if he sends it to me.
I'll
put it on the screen.
Yeah. Let me scroll through this lot. It's a little way down. What a crap I take.
I thought you were being a bit personal about those people as we were walking along.
Funny, I know them.
You said something about groupies, and I'm like,
yeah, pair of groupies. Yeah, so I don't know here somewhere. I think I've got it. Look at the crap. Oh, there we go.
oh.
Now that bee was actually sitting on a leaf.
But by the time you took the picture,
But when I took the picture, now that's cropped into that.
Okay.
To see the whole picture, it will be the leaf underneath as well, the whole lot.
Okay, but that was taken with the OM, was it?
So it's taken with the OM, 60mm with a pair of flashes on. And it just went zip and bang. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and it's delightful.
You can't get much sharper than that,
No,
can you?
it's really good.
You know, and you get spiders.
Yeah, I'm not a keen on spiders, so.
They don't hurt you,
I
spiders.
know, but it's the instinct thing.
There's the spider. Look at that. I've just shown him a picture of a spider and his knees have gone. Yeah,
It's on the screen for you now.
like trains. I'm into trains. Sorry, I'm into trains. We're
I've
going
done-
off track.
I've done videos at, was it East Kent Railway thing?
Well,
Looking at the old
tomorrow
choppers.
we're off to Dymchurch.
Are you going on the small
We're going.
train?
We're going down to New
New
Bromley, and then we should go on the train down to
all the way to the end?
yeah.
Dungeness.
The last time we were down there, it was a thunderstorm.
Oh, okay.
Lovely. See my video.
Link up here. You have to use your left hand, even though it's right on the screen.
That's true. Yeah.
Funny that.
But yeah,
Well, that
I am absolutely totally into pictures now. And I mean, has it taken over my life? The picture side of it, it always has.
yeah, it's always part of you, isn't it?
And I hadn't. Well, if we do, we can plug them back in again.
Well, I think a gallery. If we do take some pictures, then we just do a little gallery at
Yeah.
the end, can't we? But by
Yeah, you
putting
can
all
do
this
that, and you
lot
can
away.
do a voiceover or something.
I tend not to. Just put it to music.